Hey guys, Raven 2012 here, and welcome to another games-related news video where I'll be talking about Sony getting sued for $5 million because Killzone Shadowfall for the PlayStation 4 wasn't running at 1080p for the multiplayer, even though the game was advertised to run at 1080p. Anyway, a guy named Douglas Lador filed a lawsuit against Sony because he noticed the game wasn't running at 1080p while playing the multiplayer on Killzone Shadowfall for the PlayStation 4, and the way he noticed it wasn't running at 1080p was because a lot of time the game would get all blurry to a point of distraction. And this honestly sounds to me like he didn't really notice it not being in 1080p while playing the multiplayer. He just noticed it would get blurry, and for all he could know, it could have been motion blur. And I think what he did was he actually went up on the internet and looked around and then found probably some news article or whatever, or maybe even beforehand he knew that the multiplayer wasn't running at 1080p, and he just decided to himself to buy the game later on and be like, you know what, I'm going to sue these guys for this because this is obviously a flat-out lie, and in the United States you can sue anybody for the most dumbest reasons whatsoever. And while I kind of want to defend Sony on this one, I'm also kind of sick and tired of getting lied to about all these promises from game developers, companies, and I think it's just right for like us consumers to really start suing them for this, because maybe that way they'll stop feeding us a bunch of bullshit lies and stuff like that, and maybe keep their promises. So if they do promise us here 1080p, I want 1080p. I don't want one part to be 1080p and then the other part not being 1080p. I want the full 1080p experience. And if they promise me 60 frames per second, I want to have full 60 frames per second, right? I don't want to have 59, 58, whatever, or 30. I want my solid 60 frames per second because that's what you guys promised me. So honestly, these game developers really need to stop lying to us, and honestly, I hope more people step forward and start suing them for all this bullshit. Maybe then they'll actually really just start thinking like, hey man, we can't really feed these guys any bullshit anymore. If we do, well, we'll end up getting sued for it and have to dish out a lot of money for that. And I think honestly this might be the best thing for the industry at the moment, to actually scare them into actually being like, yeah, you guys have to either come up honest to us and deliver what you promise, or just don't bother doing anything then. Because if you guys don't want to do the right thing, you might as well just not do it at all. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video here. Tell me what you guys think should happen. And until next time, peace.